Hello everyone and welcome to another Doctor Who action figure review. Today I shall be taking a look at the Friends and Foe of the 13th Doctor set, which is a B&M exclusive. First of all, let's take a look at the packaging. The three figures come in the window box style packaging, which was introduced in last year's B&M sets. Once again we have the current Doctor Who logo, as well as the TARDIS at the side, and you can see the three figures displayed very clearly inside, and at the back it just tells you who these figures are. You also have your limited edition sticker. So first up in the set is Yasmin Khan, played by Mandip Gill, and this is based on her appearance in the Series 11 episode Arachnids in the UK. The base body uses another primeval figure, and it's actually the same body which was used on the Romana 1 figure based on her appearance in the Pirate Planet. The colour scheme is very good. They've used this glossy brown for her jacket and it works very nicely, and she's just wearing her white shirt. You can see all the creases in there and everything. Down here she's wearing jeans, she's wearing a brown belt, and you can see like the fasteners. You've got the pockets at the back there. They've just used a plain blue, but it works very well. The shoes have just been painted brown and the soles have been painted black. I've got to say it's a excellent likeness to Mandip Gill. They've really captured it very nicely, especially with the hair and everything. It's a dead ringer for Mandip Gill. It's one of the best likenesses that Character Options have done, and the hair, they've been sculpted in separate pieces with the two buns at the top there, and it's very wavy. They've used like the sort of PVC material. One thing I will say, it doesn't affect articulation too much. The head is still able to rotate 360 degrees at the neck, so that's very appropriate. Now as for the rest of the articulation, now we're on the subject, we have hinges at the shoulders, biceps, elbows, wrists. Legs can move out from side to side and forwards. Thigh articulation at the knees, and that is it. Next up is Ryan Sinclair, played by Tosin Cole, and this is based on the outfit which the character wore in the Series 11 episode Rosa. And once again, I've got to say straight off the bat, the likeness to Tosin is absolutely superb. I really like the paint applications they've given, especially just at the hair there. He's got very short hair, but I think the way they've done the paint applications, they've done it very neatly. And obviously the face, it's a dead ringer for him. The jacket, what they've used, I think they've used an existing figure. I would have no idea what the existing sculpt is from the top of my head. I'm guessing it's just another primeval figure, because they're making great use of these retooling for these new figures. But they've used a like sort of green wash on top. At first I thought it was just all black, but actually on closer inspection they have used little tiny washes of green, and it works very well, and it matches the outfit what he wore in the episode, so that's very good. Obviously you have your pockets and fasteners and stuff, and the buttons for the jacket as well, and they've been painted in a sort of silvery colour, and that's been a nice addition to the figure. Looking at the back, you can see more of this with the back pockets, and again you have the nice detailing of the buttons, which character didn't really need to have to do, but they did anyway. The trousers look very simple, they've just been painted in a plain grey, and the shoes are also very simple, they've just been painted black with a little wash over the top to give it that dirty look. Lastly, he has a little bit of blue around the neck, and that's just been painted on just to give impression that he's got a blue shirt underneath. Overall, works very well for the figure. The articulation for this figure is more or less the same as the Yasmin Khan figure. The head can do a 360, and you have all your joints on this figure which are also present on the Yasmin Khan figure. The last figure which I'm going to take a look at today is the brand new Judoon Trooper, which is based on its appearance in the Series 12 episode Fugitive of the Judoon, which was easily the best episode of Series 12. Once again, this figure reuses the existing sculpt of the first Judoon Trooper figure, which was released back in 2007 to coincide with Series 3, but there's been a few changes, seeing as the costume in the show had a few alterations here and there. Now, first of all, the head doesn't move, there's no articulation there at all, and the helmet's not removable, just like how it wasn't anyway. And you still have your shoulder, your elbow and your wrist articulation in there, along with articulation around the boot area and the legs, but it's hindered by this skirt section. So all of that is present there, and the waist can do a 360-degree turn. Now, looking at the detail of this, you can tell straight away what this is meant to be, and Character Options have done a great job. All around the figure, they've painted it in a matte black to match the on-screen counterpart, but this time they've added a few extra details for this brand new release. As you can see around the visor area, they've painted it sort of silver around the mesh section, and it looks pretty effective, because originally on the original figure, which I'll show you in just a sec, they just sort of painted it black. So I must say it does stand out, and it's something that character again didn't really need to go to the extra efforts of doing. Just around the next section here, just where the helmet fits on, they've painted it all around in a nice silver. Around the chest section, he's got his six-pack there, so the Judoon's been doing a little bit of working out, which is very good for Space Police, I must say. And you know, you've got all your extra detailing just around the side here, with all of your silver bits and bats there, which I'm guessing is like the fastener for the outfits that they wear. And just here at the top of the skirting section again, you can see like all the buckles and stuff, and they've been very nicely applied with the silver, and the black really stands out. Here at the bottom of the skirt, it's the same as it was before, but they've applied bits of silver at the bottom there, and at the shoes they've applied all of these fasteners there as well, and the soles I've got little bits and pieces there too. And the shoes themselves, they've actually been painted with the glossy black, which is the contrast to the rest of the figure, which is in the matte black. One thing I will say about the shoes is they look a little bit weird like that, because it just came packaged, and he sort of stands up a little bit weirdly. I don't know if this is just my particular one, or if they just come packaged like that, but it's something to be wary of when you're getting this in the B&M stores. Unlike most of the figures which come out in the B&M exclusive sets, this also comes with an accessory, and it's its gun, and this is actually a brand new sculpt. For Series 12, the production design team redesigned the guns, and they did a slight redesign on the Judoon costumes just to update the look, I guess. And overall, I think the detailing on this gun is very good. Again, character didn't really have to do this. They could have just reused the Series 3 props, and while it wouldn't have been accurate, I would have been fine with it nonetheless. So it is really cool that character actually made a brand new accessory for these to match the brand new guns that the Judoon use in Series 12. But one thing I will say about this, it is a pain in the ass to get the Judoon to hold it. And here is a comparison between the Series 3 and Series 12 designs of Judoon Trooper, and actually, upon inspection, there have been quite a few notable changes to the new version of the Judoon Trooper. The paint applications are very similar, just looking at it at first glance, but as I said, if you look at the visor here, it's just been painted black, whereas on the new one they painted it silver, which is all fine and dandy. Secondly, and you'll really notice this, is around this section here we don't have any attachments for the tools that they use, namely because they don't really use these tools anymore in Series 12. On the Series 3 version he had his pen thing and he had his scanner, whereas this new version doesn't have that. He also doesn't have a pocket to hold the blaster, so Judoon now they just have to hold them in their hands if you want to pose them that way. The feet have been given a slight makeover. I think they've used the same sculpt, but now they've got glossy finish instead of the matte finish on the original version. Everything else basically looks more or less the same. And now we have the TARDIS team for Series 11 and Series 12 complete. So from the left we have the 13th Doctor, Yasmin Khan, Ryan Sinclair and Graham O'Brien. On the whole, this is a good set, especially if you're a fan of the most recent series of Doctor Who. You're getting 2 brand new head sculpts for companions that we haven't had before in a line. We are getting more versions of these characters in another set which is out around now in B&M stores, so this is sort of the first run, and we get a nice re-release of a villain which became popular during the David Tennant era. So there's quite a few things to like here, and I would highly recommend picking this up if you're a fan of this particular era of Doctor Who. Once again folks, thank you very much for watching this video. Please leave a like, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more Doctor Who action figure reviews. And until next time everybody, have a nice day, and I shall see you very soon.